Hi, everyone. We are the women of We Are Listening, and we are back with another vlog. For those of you who might not know who we are and might be new to us, I'll let you introduce ourselves. I'm Cassandra. I am one of the mentors and directors of We Are Listening.
Hi, I am Vinay. I am the founder and president of We Are Listening.
And hello, everyone. My name is Antoinette. I'm a mentor and co-founder of We Are Listening.
So, you're probably wondering what's today's vlog going to be about. Many of you are probably going off to college, probably for the first time. Many of you are probably going back again, second, third, even your final year. Congratulations. And we want to come to you and talk to you about some things that you might need to know in order to make it the most successful year you have at college. I'm sure you all have done your studying. You've got the book stuff down. We're going to talk about a little bit of the social aspect of college, the fun stuff. So how would you say your college experience was?
My college experience, it was pretty seamless, I would say. I went to school locally. I was a day student and only spent time on campus, when need be or when studying or if I had a study group, but normally just went from college home, but I learned a lot of things over the years that we want to share with you because we want you guys to be careful. We want you to have a wonderful college experience, but we want you to be on your P's and Q's. Okay, so we're going to share some thoughts with you. What about you, Aunt?
My college experience was a little bit different. I was a little bit older when I started going to college. Not like super old. I was like 22, 23, where some people come directly from um, high school. So I was like of legal drinking age. And so I think I have a lot of good tips on what not to do. I had a good time while I was there. But I've learned a lot, and now also being the mother of daughters who've gone to college, some of the things are traditionally basically the same as far as safety, but there's just a lot more ways to get into trouble. So we're going to get into all of that. We're going to get into all of that.
And we want to put a disclaimer out there because we know it's a lot of young people that watch our vlogs. And we just want you to know by no means do we promote any alcohol use or smoking or anything of that nature at all. And we just want you to understand that we're just going to touch on topics that we feel we want to just give you some advice on. But we don't condone, we don't promote, or anything of that nature.
So I like that each of us had a different college experience. Renee, you were a day student, or we call a commuter student. Antoinette, you were a little older, and I went straight from high school, and I was on campus. I was away. So I like that we can each come to this
Yes.
from a different perspective. That makes it more comprehensive, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's one of your major, like one of your tips that you feel like this is something I really want young people to know, college students going, and even high schoolers? Like, at the end of the day, it's for students, but what would you tell or what advice would you give?
Dang, there's so much. I want to
I know.
say
I'm
one of
just
the
like,
things
where
that
do I want
I,
to start?
well,
My brain is like, where do you pick this, pick this, pick
I
this?
mean, with Uber now, my advice would have been, don't jump in strangers' cars. Always have a way to get home.
Mm.
Not that I did that, but always have a way to get home from where you're going
Yes.
because things can happen. You miss your ride, you're stranded, you don't know how you're getting home. So now that they have Ubers, make sure when you call your Uber that it's really your Uber.
Yes.
Don't walk up to the car and say, "Hey, are you here for X, Y, and Z?"
Mm-hmm.
Have them tell you who they're there for. And even if they say, "Yes, I'm here for Diana," check the license plate, check
Mm-hmm.
the face, check the car, the make, the model, the color, all of those things to guarantee this is the Uber that I sent
And we're going to
And
because
stress too to
things
check the
happen.
driver because let me tell you, people let other drivers drive on their Uber account. And you don't want
Mm.
to, Uber has it set up where the driver is supposed to always be that driver. And they may let other people drive their vehicle to make some money.
mm-hmm.
So you want to make sure if that driver does not match, do not get in that vehicle.
Absolutely. Also touching on Uber, there would be two more things. I was also an Uber driver. I feel like I've done every job in the world at this point. But there's a way for you to share your trip with someone. But the person, you have to kind of let them know I'm sharing it so that they can go into the app and see it. Because you might just go ahead and click share and you think everything is fine, I'm sharing it. But that person has to be aware and go into the app to follow it. Another thing that you should do if you're going somewhere that you don't know where you're going, like not when you're going back to your dorm, but let's say you're going to the party and you don't know where you're going, use your phone GPS and put it in there as well to make sure that she is actually taking you to the location you're supposed to be
Yes.
going.
Yes, that's such great advice. That's really, really good. It is. And
Yeah.
I've done that
I
before.
mean, I would even start a conversation with someone on the phone so they know, yeah, I just got in the Uber. Yeah, we're just passing this location. I should be there in about 15 minutes. So the driver knows, oh, someone is expecting this person. And if
Right.
they're not there,
Mhm.
that's going to be a problem.
Great tips.
Yes.
So start, even if it's a fake conversation, just pick up the phone. Yeah, I'm on the way. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, yeah, he picked me up. Yeah, it was the right call. All of that.
Mhm.
Just give them all the information.
So let's follow this road.
Yeah.
So we in the Uber. Now we get to our location. We are at a nice party. And again, as our disclaimer said, we don't condone anything illegal, but I'm also a realist.
Nope.
I was 22 when I was in college. I was of legal age and I was legally drinking. And I was the one that liked to go to ladies' night. And ladies' night is when a lot of guys would show up because they knew all the girls got in for free. All the girls got free drinks. And so they were in there heavy. And that is when you really need to be careful and pay attention with regards to your drinks and your surroundings and things of that
Yeah.
nature.
Mm-hmm.
Like you want to make sure someone's not giving you a drink if you are not seeing it come directly from the bartender because it's so easy for them to quickly like slip something into your drink and you definitely don't want to have those issues.
Right. And I just advise you if
Yeah.
guys have asked to buy me a drink and I walk with them over to the bar and have the bartender hand me the drink himself. I never let a person bring me a drink ever. I don't care how nice they are. I don't care if you dance with them all night. I don't care if you, it
Mm-hmm.
does not matter. Your safety is a priority. And in order for you to know you're safe, is for you to go get your drink. You could thank the person after, but you pick that drink up yourself.
That's a great tip.
And if you can't finish your drink, don't. If you can't, don't leave it there. I'll come back to it later. No. If you
Mhm.
can't finish it,
Not worth it.
leave it and get another one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what happens when you turn your back on that drink.
Yes. And
And it's better safe
times,
than sorry. It might be a waste. And we're talking to college students, might be broke college students. But it's better to buy another drink than to take the chance of drinking that and you don't make it home that night.
right.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you may feel comfortable saying to your friend, like, hey, you're sitting here. Can you watch my drink? Your friend may innocently get distracted or innocently step away for a quick second and come back. My thing is keep your drink with you at all times.
Yeah, because a lot of those people are drinking too. And the more you're drinking, the less, what is it? You're like more
In
just,
addition,
yes, there we go. That's exactly the word I was looking for. Yes. Let me see. But also, like you said, Cass, about having a plan on how to get home,
Mhm.
you might get there and you might meet someone. It's like, oh, no, don't worry about it. I have a car. I'll take you back to your dorm. Absolutely not.
no. Mm-mm.
Absolutely not. You don't
Absolutely.
want to do that. You don't want people one knowing where you lay your head, where you rest at, because you don't know who this individual is. The way that you got there should be the way that you get back home.
Right. Whatever friends you came with are the friends that you should leave with. You always
Hmm.
stick with your friends. And you guys
Exactly.
all
And
leave
it doesn't matter if your friend's like, no, I just met this person and they seem real cool and they said they'll bring me home. You could leave. Oh no, that's nice.
Hmm.
Exchange numbers
right.
and you're coming home with us.
Exactly. Right. Or even if you have a
Yes.
friend that's a party animal and she's dancing and she's partying, you're like, okay, guys, let's go. And she's ready, and you guys are ready to leave, and she wants to hang long or whatever. Y'all gotta hang with her. Y'all gotta hang with her.
Yeah.
Y'all get her dance on. And then,
Look out for each other.
Sit
Look out
sit
for
in
your
the
friends.
sit in the corner of the club. Make sure you have your eyes on her and then just watch.
yes. And another
But
thing,
yeah, that's the other
guys, we're
thing.
gonna
Like, make sure you know where everybody is in the club or wherever you're in a house, wherever. Just make sure you don't have to be grouped up, but just able to say, "Oh, there's such and such. There she is." Just keep tabs on where everyone is. That way, you know by the end of the night who's missing.
right. And go ahead. Yeah.
I was gonna say, and it's always good to go. Sadly, unfortunately, I'm not gonna say that we didn't have things pop off when I was younger, but there's more of an increase of gun violence and people showing up to clubs and different places and things of that nature. So it's better to prepare instead of not prepare and plan at all. So you want to go in there with your friends and say, hey, if something happens, if there's a fight, if someone starts shooting or anything like that, we run out. We're going to meet at that 7-Eleven across the street on the corner or something, because you might drop your phone, leave this and everything. It's, it's like so crazy and you don't know where everyone is. So to kind of have a plan just in case. And that's really not just a tip for if you're at the club, but even when you're in
That's
school, on
everybody.
campus, or anywhere, you
Movie theater,
really want
any.
to be mindful. Yeah.
And another thing
I mean, even how I park my car, I park my car backing in because if something happens and you have to skirt, you can just easily drive out. You don't have to worry about backing up. So this is little tips and tricks that we're trying to give to everyone to
and
keep you all
I
safe.
have
Yes,
something
college is
else.
a great fun time, but you got to have your wits about you as well.
Yes, and I
Go
want
ahead,
to
Vinay,
piggyback.
sorry.
I want to piggyback again. I know it's a focus on alcohol, but I know that it's again we don't condone and we don't promote it, but we know that people are of age and we want to just focus on certain things. I was also going to say to just be careful that when you do drink, that you are always cognizant and aware that you don't drink so much that you can't remember the night before, or you're not in tune with yourself that evening, and because alcohol can impair you and you may not really remember certain things or doing things or what happened, or you always want to, my father used to always say, you always want to be aware of yourself
Hmm.
the entire
Hmm.
time that you're out.
Yeah.
So just always remember, you can, if you do drink and you do have one or two, but to always be in tune and know, when to stop, and so you could be aware of your surroundings, and that goes for.
Hmm. Yeah.
And you should always have a designated driver. If it's
Yes.
five of you, at least two of you should remain sober.
Hmm.
So, and none of this, I'm a designated driver, but I'm going to just have one drink. I'm good. No, the designated driver sticks to soda, water, and juice. That's it. I mean, it might sound silly and comical, but things happen. People overestimate their abilities, and you might think, oh, no, I got this. I'm not that drunk. I'm just a little tipsy.
Hmm.
And things happen. You miss that stop sign. You think you can make that red light. So we want you all to be safe. So have at least two designated drivers because depending on how far the party is, somebody might get tired. You need somebody else to kick in and drive.
And
So
now
just some tips and tricks.
I know that a lot of you guys have what they call kickbacks. I recently found out about a kickback, and that's more of a
What's
chill,
that?
laid. It's a more
Mm.
chill, laid back. It's at somebody's dorm or their house. It's not at a club or away from the place. It's at somebody's house, and they're basically hanging out. But during kickbacks, they typically tend to have like, some food, some appetizers, some chips and cookies and brownies and things of that nature. Well, not all brownies are made the same. Some brownies, and marijuana is legal in some states for medicinal purposes and in some states for recreational purposes, and in some states it's illegal completely. Um, and you will find that people will put them, what do they call them, edibles. People will have edibles
Ew.
and it looks exactly like a regular brownie. I've seen where they have like Sour Patch candies that looks like regular Sour Patch candy, and gummies and things of that nature. So you have to be mindful of not just drinks, but anything that you consume, because they have the ability to put it in anything that you consume.
Mm-hmm.
You want to ask the question. Don't just
Yeah.
assume, oh, look, a cookie. Next thing you know, you floating. No, you want to be completely aware.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And not just
I wonder if
floating.
you can smell it. I wonder if
College is
there's like some sort of like indication that it's in it. I wonder if you can smell it, or I don't know. I don't know. But yeah.
Sometimes you can smell it, sometimes you cannot.
Okay.
That's why it's important.
Mm.
I know of I have a I knew someone who had a party, and it was an adult party, and she had a think 12, 13-year old son at the time, and had some Rice Krispies that were edible Rice Krispies. The young man didn't know. And so while everybody, all the adults were partying and everything like that, he kind of snuck downstairs to get a snack. And what is a kid going to be like? Ooh, Rice Krispies. Yeah, she had to take him to the hospital and everything because
Wow.
he ate the whole thing. And apparently, with edibles, you have to be mindful on how you consume it. You can't just, and yeah, it was, I mean, he's okay,
Right.
but, you
Yeah.
know,
I tell my
I'm
children
sure that
to
was a
not.
scary experience for everybody.
yeah,
I
yeah.
tell my children not to eat anything that any students or friends bring into school because it may just be innocent and they may same situation, brought it in. It's like, oh, you want a cookie or want a half or whatever, sharing, and they don't know what they're eating. So I tell my kids that.
Yeah.
Cass,
And
what
you
you
But
know,
want
it's
to
not
share?
even just food. It's not even just food because let's say, you have a headache and your friend goes, oh, girl, take this, take this pill or whatever. It works. You don't know, A, if it's actually a Tylenol on the leaves. You don't know how you're going to react to it. A lot of things are cut now with other things. People swap ADHD medication. There are things that have fentanyl in it and you don't know.
yeah,
So if it's not straight from the pharmacist, if you didn't buy it yourself, as well meaning as your friend might be saying, oh, here, take this pill I take all the time when I have a headache. No, thank you. I'm going to just run to student health and get a Tylenol or something.
but I'm a
And people might go, why is she being like that? Because you're fine. You know what you're doing.
and
Yes.
that's the preference. But I'm also going to be a realist to say there have been times when I had a headache and I needed pain medication or something, and
Hmm.
I've gotten something from a friend. But you know what I've done? I've taken a picture of that pill and I put it in Google Lens, and it tells me exactly what that pill is. So if you find yourself in a situation where you feel like you absolutely need to take the medicine, but you also are trying to be cautious, use your resources. You have that phone in your hand. It's a smartphone. It can do all sorts of things. Use it wisely. Use it wisely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's another thing. Be mindful of letting strangers use your phone. Like, oh man, I lost my phone, or I'm this, you know, I can't find my phone. I'm trying to call can I use your phone? Be careful because they can go in there somehow. I've known people like going into your Cash App real quick and sending themselves money and things of that nature. No, if
Yup.
if you really truly are trying to help someone, this is what you say. Who are you trying to call? I'll dial the number and I'll put it on
Put 'em on
speaker and you hold on to your phone. If they don't like it, someone that is truly in distress and needs help, they're not going to care about that. So if
right.
someone catches an attitude about that, then okay, well, I'm so sorry for you. I can call 911 if you like, and that's it.
Right. Yes. Very good tips, ladies. Oh, very good. So
I
the other
know.
thing I
We're,
don't
we're not
know.
trying to be Debbie Downers and
Right.
like, oh my God, watch out. But we want you to have the full college experience, whether you're a day student, older student, traditional student.
Right.
But we also want you to be safe while you are having all of these fun college experiences because college is a great time. I wouldn't trade my college experience for anything. But we still want you just to have your wits with you. We want
Right.
you to be able to survive the 4 years. We want the most stress that you have
Yes.
to be your finals or what you're going to wear to this party. We don't want you to have experiences that you can't come back
Right.
Hmm.
And what about online dating? Is that, I wonder if that is that like a big thing in college, or I'm
They
not sure.
they still do that. I have a niece that's
Okay.
was telling me how the students, they go ahead and they get on Tinder and things of that nature.
And do
And I
they
know
still have like a lot of catfishing, like people pretending to be somebody they're not? And
I don't know if the catfishing is as big
I,
of a deal as it is as people just being imposters about themselves. So it's just
Mhm.
like, they're talking to you, and I know it's dating, and when you're dating it's not exclusive, but this man could be married with kids in the state over, I would say that, you have the ability to do a quick search. I've done online dating as an adult, and you'd be
Yeah.
surprised if you do your due diligence. Something as simple as Googling that person's name or going to Facebook and putting their name, and you'd be surprised the stuff pops up right on social media. You can go to your city's court website and look under the person's, like, go to criminal.
Marriage certificate.
They
Your
have
background
online
check.
things, and you can just look real quick. So it's like you just want to be safe. You want to be safe because um the thing about online dating, people that have like issues and maybe are not as comfortable trying to deceive someone in person, they can hide behind that mask of that screen. And so they're able to manipulate a situation really easily. And so by the time you're just like, oh my goodness, I can't wait, and then you meet them, it might be a little too late. So just do your due diligence like you would in
Hmm.
any other situation to find out as much as you can.
And I was
And tell your friends, if you do decide to take it off of the app and you're actually going to meet this person, tell your friends their name, send them a picture, where you're going to meet them. I actually had one of my cousins send me the license plate number of the car when she got to the restaurant. I don't play about it. Like, I was like,
And
no, I need to know his name, the app you met him on, this, that, and the third. Again, it is about keeping yourself safe. And if anybody who feels a way that you are sending your friend this information might have ulterior motives. Because why are you upset that I'm trying to keep myself safe? So,
yeah, I was gonna say something else and I can't remember. Oh, get their full name. You start sometimes they're talking, 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 they never get their full name. And it's like, oh, it was Greg. I don't know what his last name is. Or, oh, Carlos Santana, which is like an alias. No, find out who they are.
government name.
yeah,
Right. There you
I'm
go.
going to say, yeah.
Government
Yeah,
name.
they call me G Money. That's not on your birth
Yeah,
certificate,
that's
sir.
not.
What is your
No.
name?
And what's some tips? What I wonder what like some tips. I think like a good tip like with online dating and say you're connecting with a young man or a young woman and they're kind of evasive or they can only talk to you during the day, like never at night, never on the weekends, never like certain
Come
situations
on.
Mhm.
where they may be they
I'm
may
sorry. I just
what'd you say, Cass?
just cut them off.
Look out for
Nah, we
that.
don't have.
Look out for that. Like they
Yeah.
can't talk.
Yes.
They can't talk at night. They can't talk on the weekends, but they good to talk to you during the day. Things like that. Something they're committed.
Mhm.
Something else is going on why they can't.
Trust
Yeah.
your gut. You
Never
just met
fail.
this person and you have no reason to believe anything negative. So if you keep getting like, that was weird, that was strange, it seems like, and you start scrolling, you're like, no, the only time I get to speak to you, no.
Yep.
And you don't need an explanation or anything like that. You barely know this person. You have block, ghost, delete, control, alt, delete, whatever you want to do. Just
You see how fast I said cut them off. I'm sorry. I wasn't even doing.
Another thing that I
Nothing to
think.
Anne's point. There's nothing. You're not invested in this person enough to sit down and say, "Well, I've called you on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, and you didn't pick up, and you didn't call me back until Saturday." And no, bye,
Like something doesn't
unmatched,
right.
block.
Exactly. Another thing I think is important when you're going into college is to remember don't we're very passionate about money and young people with saving and credit and things of that nature, and we always stress to watch out with credit cards. When you're starting college, you may open a credit card or two, and you have to be very mindful of your credit and keeping your credit excellent, not just good, not very good, excellent, because you're going to need your credit
Yeah.
for the rest of your life. And if you
hmm
mess up your credit, it takes 7 to 10 years to clear your credit up. And most of the time, it gets young people. They start opening credit cards, and you start shopping or doing whatever you need to do on your cards, and you can't pay the bill or you pay it late, things of that nature. We have a financial workshop that we do We cover all of this. You have to be very, very mindful of
Mhm.
credit. Don't let it go. Don't just say, oh, well, I don't need it now. I'll need it later.
Mhm.
It will catch up.
And it's especially
Yeah.
stores. I'm not going to name any stores specifically because I don't want them coming for me. But the stores are quick to be like, you want to get 20% off of this purchase? And you're like, yes, because I have no money and I'm trying to get cute for this party. Not worth it. That $40 shirt is going to end up costing you
Mm.
$567.13 by the time you pay it.
Yes. Go
Not
in your
worth it.
Oh,
closet,
that's a
grab a
very
belt.
expensive shirt, Aunt. Dang.
Go in your closet, grab one of them shirts you already own, throw a belt around it, put a whole lot of jewelry on, bling it out, whatever, and you go
Or
to
go
the
to the
party.
thrift store. You'd be
Man,
surprised how
you
much
can
stuff
do
you
a
can find in
clothing
the thrift
swap with
store.
your friends.
That,
Like, oh, girl, that skirt is cute. I'll wear that skirt. You can wear my shirt, and you know.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Trying to think. Oh, another thing, which when my daughter was in college, I was so grateful because, the store within the college, their books were so ridiculously expensive. It's like $300 for this book and $250 for that book. You can go ahead and go online to like Amazon, and even if you do a quick search, there are so many places where you can just rent the book. If it's not for your actual major, where you really want to hold on to the specific book for reference later on, I would definitely suggest that you go ahead and take advantage of being able to rent those books. There's no need. Save where you can.
yes, totally.
Yeah.
So we're gonna wrap this up because we can go on because
We
we
can.
we've had life experiences. We've been
We
around for
can.
a few minutes, and we can just continue to go
Not a whole minute, maybe like half a minute. I'm not that old.
on. Maybe we'll do a part two, so we can share some other tips. So we just wanted to just put this out there for you guys heading off to college right now. Want you to remember to have your own mind. Don't follow other people.
Yes.
Follow your gut. When things don't feel right, they're not right. Follow how you feel. And we are mentors, and we are always available to mentor. If you go on our website, you can hit to register with us, and we can also help to guide you in anything you need guidance with. Anything else, ladies?
Safety, safety,
No,
safety,
I feel like I'm
financial
gonna relive
safety,
my
mental
childhood.
safety. Just safety is the key in every single aspect.
Yes.
That's it. And
Every
have
Lee, I
fun.
think. Every Lee, financially, emotionally, mentally,
That's right.
physically, every Lee you
All
could
the
think of.
leaves.
All the
Spiritually,
Lees, you
all
want to be
that.
safe and you want to
All the
protect.
leaves.
All right, guys.
That's
So
right.
we will
And you know
see you.
what? If you all can think of some more tips, you can drop them in the comments once this is
Yes.
posted to YouTube, because we would love to hear some things that maybe we didn't think of that
Hmm.
you all have been discussing amongst your own friend group, how to keep
Yeah.
yourself safe. So
Yeah.
drop some comments. You can
Share
drop the comments on our Instagram. You can drop them on the YouTube channel. We
Yes.
also want to hear from you. Let's make this interactive.
share your stories. Let us hear some of the things that you learned.
Yes, and visit our website. We're www.wearelistening.org, and we are also on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, most social media outlets. So check us out. All right.
Bye.
See you, ladies and gentlemen, later. Goodbye.
Bye.